Hello everybody, it's GirlGotGame, and welcome to Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk, our next step in the Psychedelica universe, I guess you could say. I'm trying to read what it says underneath. It's like Snowdrop and Via Kaleido stories for children, I think is what the subtitle says. So yeah, this is our continuation from Black Butterfly, which we just finished. And also this music is a great beginning to this. I really like this. So for the story for this one, the synopsis says, unite the clans in a town ruled by opposing clans and overshadowed by superstition and legend. A child is born with the dreaded mark of a witch. She conceals her identity until the theft of a mysterious relic brings to light a series of staggering revelations. Is the relic the kaleidoscope by any chance? Because that would be interesting, I feel. That's kind of my theory for what's going on, but I don't know. Also, what's going on here? Hold on, something weird's going on with my screen. Let me just check my options real quick. Where? Yeah, why didn't you go into window? I want you borderless, please. There we go. Weird. Okay. I thought it did something strange. I clicked on my mouse and I guess the game didn't like that very much. Okay, now we're back in action. So that's our story. Maybe that's the kaleidoscope in the middle. Maybe it used to be a big giant heart. I have zero clue. I don't know if this is a prequel or a sequel or an alongside quill or anything about that. So let's just jump in. Oh, select your male and female names. Okay. I take it we're the one that was born with the sign of the witch. So is that why we're undercover some of the time? I'll keep the defaults. Jed and Ire, I think is Air? Jed for sure, right? I'll figure it out as we go. Yes. No. I shall serve as the protagonist voice in this one, thank you. I thank you. Oh man, I like the art so far. Still has that Psychedelica feel, but a little bit different. Text is a little slow. Hold on. Already starting to fiddle. Let's skip. There we go. Perfect. There we go.
Mom! Look! It's like a flower!
Aw, so cute! I spun around, twirling the skirt that she made for me. The hem of my skirt puffed out like the petals of a flower. Even though it was childish, new clothes always put me in high spirits. The sunshine and the flowers around me filled me with cheer. A rainbow of color grew up out of the flower beds nearby. When the snow fell, my father would take care of them.
It's so warm today. The flowers are blooming and they're like...
I couldn't think of what to say. I wondered why.
Right, Mother?
I turned around, but no one was there. Am I in a nightmare?
Mother? Father?
A sudden gust forced my eyes closed. That sounded a lot like the monster sounds. Suddenly, my vision went dark, as if it had suddenly turned to night.
Why now are you dressed like that?
Huh?
I heard someone. For some reason, I couldn't speak.
Why? Because Mother chose it. Does it not look good on me?
No, you look lovely in it.
Although I hadn't spoken aloud, the woman responded.
Really? Do you mean it?
Certainly, you look lovely with it.
Oh, what was that? There was a little flashy flash of a thing. Oh my. Hello, madam.
Your bright red witch's eye, that is.
Hi, ma'am. You certainly started this off strong, didn't you? Bright red witch's eye. My hand instinctively went up to cover my right eye. It was hot. My eye was burning up. Eek. It burned. It burned a bright red. Was my eye on fire? Was everything I saw on fire? I couldn't tell. A feeling of being incinerated was enveloping my body.
It is because you are a witch.
Another voice. I looked up in haste. A crowd of people surrounded me. I knew these faces well. These people were supposed to be close to me. But I couldn't remember. Who were they? Who were any of them?
The witch. The ominous being that will bring disaster to this town.
That's how you've tricked us all this time.
If only you hadn't been born with that red eye.
Death to the witch!
It wasn't just the people in front of me. The flames crackled, echoing the voices of the crowd. Kill. Kill. Kill the witch. Kill! 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 The flames flickered as if they were dancing.
No! I'm not a witch! I'm not going to curse anyone! So don't look at me like that!
Were they trying to burn you? Is that what was happening? Whoa. I like our room. Assuming this is our room. I woke up screaming. Heavy breathing. Where am I? It was pitch black. I really like the music in this so far. Man. I don't quite know how to describe it, but it's just like... I think it gives me like Witcher vibes. It's like medieval fantasy. I don't know. It's just really nice. I like it. Probably a weird thing to talk about after nearly being burned to death by a bunch of people we were supposed to be close to, but hey. It's how I cope. I looked around and saw that I was just in my room. Heavy breathing. All was quiet except for the sounds of my heavy breathing. Oh, and your witch's eye. Ice-cold sweat clung to me in the chilly air. It's freezing, but my right eye feels like it's burning. I was certain that it was completely red. I needed to calm it down. It was all right. It was all just a dream. No one's found out yet. Please tell me you have like an eye patch that you go around with on a normal basis, right? I'm different. I'm Jed. Okay. So you switched to confuse the witch's eye as well? Oh. Hello. Oh, are we getting the intro? Yeah, the intro? Intro music. The intro? Nice. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, Snowdrop and Via Kaleido stories for children. Ooh, look at all these new people we get to meet. This is great. I'm so excited, guys. This looks so good. So I wonder who that witch was we saw in the beginning. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, there's our connection! I was like, did I just see Usagi? And then it's like, just straight up. Just straight up our old guys as friends when they were kids. Man. Not subtle at all, eh? It's just like, yup, these are connected. Interesting. Okay. I'm in. I'm in. Thank you, intro. I am so in. Chapter 1. That was a short prologue. It was a little longer than the first game. I was drifting off again. My eyes had been closed since I woke up, but my body refused to fall back asleep. I stayed in a state of drowsiness the entire time I lay in bed. What dream was I having? I couldn't remember. Probably a good thing. I knew for certain that it was a bad dream since my eye was still burning. I also sensed that morning was approaching. Was the sun already rising? I better get up soon. The thought came and went, but my body refused to move. It weighed heavily on my bed with a desire to sleep. What should I do? It's almost time for work, but... sleep? Question marks. Who could it be? Oh. I felt something touch my eye. Something that was cold and fleeting like the snow. The smoldering heat in my right eye was dissipating. I always loved this feeling. No, it doesn't feel good at all. It's... My mind awakened as anger began to rise from within. Pick a lane, girl. I opened my eyes and a man's face, one that I was terribly familiar with, came into view. Oh, hi. See, this guy's sensible. He's got an eye patch. Good morning, master. I spoke to him without even trying to hide my bad mood, and yet the man looked at me with joy. Good morning. You've woken up quite late today. I had a bad dream, thanks to a certain someone. I placed my hand over the spot where his lips touched in an attempt to erase the sensation. What kind of master-servant relationship do we have going on here? Just for scientific curiosity's sake. It's just for good luck, as usual. Your eye seems to be warming up again. Why, thank you. But next time, please do that only when I'm awake. Oh? Meaning I can do so whenever I please, as long as you are awake. I said no such thing. No need to be so shy. I'm not being shy. I just want you to be more considerate. Oh? We're both men here. There's nothing shameful about it. Okay. I have lots of questions. Perhaps the most important one is... he's not aware that we're pretending to be a guy. Okay, I like the whole Mulan angle we got going on. I'm here for it. Look at this guy. Sheesh. His knowing expression was all the more troubling. I feel like I should be... This man was Ashen Hawk? You guys couldn't see, but I like literally looked off into the distance to think about this. And then it's just like... I was trying to process. I'm like, okay, so Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk is like, of this guy. You're Ashen Hawk, boy. Okay. Do you have a root? I don't remember seeing any root for the Ashen Hawk. Well, let's keep going. This man was Ashen Hawk. Though his general idiocy might deceive, he was the overlord of this tower. The Overlord! Dang, that's quite a title. After a series of unforeseen events, which I won't go into at this moment, we found ourselves living together in this tower, secluded from the rest of the town. How suspicious. He had been here since before I arrived, but I still didn't quite know who he was. The reason was that Ashen Hawk himself didn't have any memories to share. His residency in the tower was a mystery to him as well. Amnesia again, but do I believe him? But we made an agreement when I started living here that he would be my master. Okay, and what do we get out of this? And I regretted that promise now. Is it just like, you can stay here? Oh. The room around us was filled with a sunlight stronger than usual. It seemed he was correct that I overslept. There's no time to waste. I need to go to work.
Yes, it's so nice that you enjoy working. Good luck to you.
I also need to make a living for a certain somebody.
Even more wonderful. Your loyalty to your master is deserving of praise.
I said I have no time to waste. I need to get changed, so can you get out? Also, I thought there was... Let me just check something real quick, sorry. First episode... Okay. Because you can have the heroine avatar on, I'm like... Have I just not got to that point in the story yet? Maybe not. Because I'd like to see our heroine, please. That face! I'm gonna be disappointed if you're not a root in some fashion.
Oh, excuse me. Then what about my breakfast?
I believe there's some cold bread you can go chew on, master.
Goodness! You want me to eat that rock-hard bread? How on earth would I even prepare it? This is madness.
Just get out! Ashen Hawk would keep talking if I let him, so I kicked him out of my bed so I could get changed. Gosh. I really have to make sure I wake up earlier than him starting tomorrow. I made preparations to leave and headed toward the entrance. At this rate, I knew I was going to be late for work. I needed to leave the tower before getting caught again. As if he were just waiting for me to think that, Ashen Hawk called out to me with a hunk of cold bread in his hand.
Hold on. There is something I forgot to tell you.
I thought about ignoring him, but his tone of voice sounded serious.
You will have a wonderful encounter today.
Okay, there she is. It was just that she was in her pajamas, and it's like, we don't have sprite art for that, so if you could just hold on a second. How do you know?
Oh, didn't I tell you? I'm actually a fortune teller.
Why is this voice fitting so perfectly already for this guy? Why is it fitting already so well for this guy? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Why does this voice know? It's just like,
strange and mysterious evil wizard. Yes, I sense it. You shall have this voice.
I'm not even gonna fight against it. Good, we're off to a hot start. Master, didn't you say the other day that you were a wizard?
Let's just say I'm a great wizard that delves into both sorcery and star divination alike.
Whether he was a wizard or a fortune teller, the only thing I knew with certainty was that this fortune was unreliable. Ooh, I like that we have different poses for our girl. This is nice. Well, thanks. I'll be going now.
Take care. Now then, I need to find a way to soften this bread.
Make some stew, dude. Soak it in some stew. Ooh, snow. Snow instead of rain, eh? I took a step outside of the tower and looked up at the sky. Snow. I didn't know why I thought today would be different. There had never been a day in this town that it didn't snow. Interesting. At the very least, not since I started paying attention. With each step toward town, the freshly fallen snow made a muffled crunching under my feet. As usual, a numbing cold seeped through my shoes. Walking a bit should help me through the cold. There was a large forest that surrounded the town. Deep within the darkest part of that forest, you would find a white tower covered in snow and fog. That was where I lived. Huh. No, what? Girl? Explain yourself. I walked over the snow-covered tree roots and trekked onward. This hole here is dangerous. I should cover it up. When I first arrived at the tower, it was a pain to make the trip into town for work every day. Mornings weren't so bad, but the dense nighttime fog made returning much more difficult. There we go. I should set up some traps sometime. I haven't had meat in a while. The town beyond the forest was once a prosperous, well-connected hub within the region. But over time it became a shell of what it used to be. There were 4 bridges, one each to the north, south, east, and west. In the olden days, many people came through here. They were the only paths going in and out of town, but were now quiet and unused. Everyone in this secluded town lived their own secluded lives. That was my observation. The town is getting closer. The long travel time seemed to pass quickly when I was deep in thought. Well, time to get to work. Nice. I like that we actually have you on screen some of the time, too. I was sad we didn't have Benny Yuri a lot of the time in the first game, so this is nice. Hello, I'm here with your delivery. Female client. Oh my, Jed, thank you so much. Come on in, have something warm to drink. I'm sorry, I'm still in the middle of a job. Oh, really? That's too bad. My work was taking on small, quick jobs around town. If I had to call myself anything, I guess it'd be a jack of all trades. Simply put, I was a handyman. I delivered goods, helped people find lost things, and though I wasn't good at it, I did physical labor as well. Thankfully, business was good enough that I didn't starve. I always had a number of jobs lined up for the day. Oh, did you hear? It happened again! Oh? What happened? I love this face so much, like, Just as I thought, or rather, as expected, more prattling to listen to. In my experience, women of this age love to talk. They struck up conversation with me regardless of my circumstances. They're customers, so I can't just reject them outright. If my reputation was sullied, I'd get less work. That was the downside of doing what I did. It was, you know, a murder mystery. A murder mystery? Why, yes! Oh, you didn't know? I don't really pay attention to rumors. Oh, that's bad. You're still young after all. I didn't see what was so bad about it, but hearing about a murder did interest me somewhat. Forgive me, but have there been numerous victims? Well, sure, since the beginning of this year. How many were there? Anyways, lots of them. It's all the doing of the Black Shadow. The Black Shadow. All of a sudden, it sounded like a fairy tale. My interest in the subject began to wane. Did you hear about what happened this morning at the warehouse district in the East Canal? A man was found lying on the ground, stabbed in the chest. That's scary. I agree. All of those workers being attacked. My husband thinks it's the doing of the witch. He's getting really scared. The witch? No way! Who knows? With the festival around the corner, I wouldn't be surprised if the witch was getting restless. In that case, that's pretty cute of the witch. That's... Ugh. No, I don't like this one bit. I feel like we'll be cursed if we keep talking about her. Well, I need to be going now. Thank you for that interesting tidbit. Murders? What is this place coming to? It was best to cut the conversation short and leave when I could. I became wary whenever I heard about witches, especially the rumors that couldn't possibly be true. I knew that better than anyone. Do we have magic powers, though, or do we just have a burning eyeball? Afterwards, I managed to get some cleaning done, deliver a few goods, talk to another old lady, and dispose of some trash. I got through all my jobs more quickly than I thought. I nearly overslept this morning, but I actually ended up having more free time. How weird. I wandered around town aimlessly and saw it was a little more active than usual. Is it? What's so active about it? Seems pretty empty to me. Oh, right. It's that time of year again. The customer earlier mentioned the festival. It was a masquerade we held once a year. No wonder everyone seems excited. I had never taken part in the festival myself, just observed from afar each time. A masquerade, eh? Masks again. Interesting. I want to dance to this so bad. It's just like, it's got such a good beat. I guess I'll be with the Tower Overlord again this year. It's not all bad, since it's pretty calm out in the forest. Master always sulks when he doesn't have his wine. I wonder if he'd be able to tell if I got him the cheap kind. I walked around absent-mindedly and didn't notice the small silhouette charging toward me at full speed. Whoa! Oh look, it's little mini Alice. So angry. Pay attention! Watch out! Sorry. I apologized to the boy on reflex. You got a little rabbit thing stitched on your coat. That's cute. Did he steal our wallet? Wait, I wasn't the one at fault here. But before I could say anything, the boy had already run away. I was a bit dumbfounded, but it didn't really matter anyway. Someone catch that kid! He's a thief! I spun around and started running after the boy. Yeah. Thieves usually are running like that, aren't they? Wait! Ooh. I like your hair, man. Huh. A slow idiot like you can't catch me! A chase ensued between me and the little thieving boy. How many of them are there? Damn, you're quick! He called me slow, but we were running at about the same speed. He took advantage of his small stature to slip through narrow alleys. Those quick little steps! Whenever I got close, his golden hair danced, teasing me as he made another dash into a narrow alleyway. I knew you were slow! The distance between the two of us remained the same. Uh-huh. Getting tired, kid? I chased him for over an hour. Damn, that's commitment. And in the end... Which way did he go? It appeared that I'd lost him. Ugh! I'll catch him next time. I was exhausted from running at full speed for so long, even more so because it was wasted effort. I dragged my tired body back to the main street. Such a young kid and already a thief. It'll be too late for him if he gets into any real trouble. I I better get to my next job quick.
Are you okay? Your knees are shaky.
I'm fine. I'm just a bit tired. Oh,
You say that, but you look terrible, Jed.
the person who called to me was someone I knew well. And because we were so close, I wished he hadn't seen me like this. Oh? Oh, you have a little wolf thing. Okay. Interesting. I noticed there's a wolf and a hawk kind of interspersed in the logo, so... Hey, Lavon.
It's been a while. So, what happened to you?
He was a head taller than me, and his voice rumbled in a worried, scolding way. I was chasing a thief, but he got away.
That's odd. I didn't think you'd lose to some thief. Don't tell me you haven't been eating well.
I have! I do! So you don't have to worry.
Then, what did you eat this morning?
I didn't eat anything. That thought almost slipped out. But Lavon saw right through me.
And you say you've been eating well.
Sorry. Let me tell you about Lavon. His name was Lavon. We lived together until I moved into the tower, meaning until 4 years ago we were roommates. Just roommates? Not that we were living together exactly. The circumstances were a bit special. Yeah, you've said this about most of your relationships so far. They've been very vague, and I'd like a little more detail if you don't mind. If you don't mind, Jed or Ira or Ira or whatever your name is, can you please start explaining a little bit more than like, yeah, so through some crazy happenstance, we're together now. Uh-huh, what was the crazy happenstance? Anyway, moving swiftly on. Girl, I swear.
Hey, are you listening?
Yeah? I am. I was lost in thought and just responded without thinking.
Then it's set. I'll tell Mother the news.
Huh? What's that? What's going on?
I knew you weren't listening.
He gave me a slight glare. I thought I'd been doing well since I started living on my own, but I became so helpless in front of Lavon. But you're not living on your own, though. He always treated me like a little brother, even to this day. Oh no. Oh no. It was a little embarrassing.
You're eating dinner with us tonight. We're feeding you something worthwhile.
So that was what was happening. But...
Don't even think about it. You're like family to us. You never visit, so Mother's been sad about it.
it's not that I don't want to or anything. Is Francisca doing the cooking?
The ingredients are fine. Don't you want to have her cooking? You know, just like the good old days.
Sure, I suppose. Francisca's skills in cooking would be explained later. Would they, though? Would they? I don't know if I believe you, girl.
So, I'll be off now. I doubt you'll do so, but don't run away.
I wouldn't do that. I don't want to make Francisca sad.
I thought so. Then we'll meet at Wolf Manor.
It's a date. We were about to part ways when we heard some commotion coming from nearby. What could it be? I see a crowd forming over there.
Ugh, again. I'll go and stop them.
Huh? Wait! I'm going too! Wait!
Please, wait! I'll pay my taxes later, I swear! If you take that from me now, I'll starve!
Dang. Who are you, sir?
No, the deadline's already passed.
Please, I beg of you!
Army of the Hawk. Damn you! Don't touch Master Lugas!
Ah!
Excuse me, Master Lugas. Are you hurt?
It's not a problem. Next time you deal with these issues yourselves. Yes, sir!
A circle was forming around the source of the commotion. Their voices cut through the crowd easily. I could hear what was going on even from the outside. These kinds of things occurred on a daily basis. The son of the hawk.
Such a ruthless heir. No mercy as usual.
The Hawk Clan. The familiar name was being whispered by the people around me. The clan of the wolf and the clan of the hawk. These two forces controlled the town. Okay, hence the two animals on the logo.
So, Lucas is here.
Seems like it. At the center of the commotion was Lucas. He was the son and heir to the Hawk clan. The wolves would never handle things like this. I glanced over at Lavon next to me. He was glaring at Lucas as we waited to see how the situation unfolded. Lavon was the heir to the clan of the wolf. He was around the same age as Lucas, but their personalities were completely opposite to each other. The clan of the wolf sought harmony with the townspeople, while the clan of the hawk ruled with an iron fist. I guess we'll find out how true that is when we date both of them. And in turn, each of the heirs seemed to embody the ruling methods of their respective clans.
The manner of his excessive force will only build up resentment among his people.
What do you want to do?
There's no point in exacerbating the matter. He's pulling out, so I'll just wait here and see.
Then, what about the man?
I'll speak with him later. I'm sure I can introduce him to some work in town.
I felt bad about leaving the man alone, but Lavon was right. It was a calm and collected decision by the heir to the wolf clan.
Do you think that's cold of me?
Huh? No, I don't think so. My voice came through unsteadily, knowing that he saw right through me.
Well then, let's get out of here for now. It'll be a pain if he finds out I'm here.
I nodded and went to follow him out of the area. But just before we left...
The Hawk Lord's own son, a common bully. Seems like your clan has a lot of free time on its wings.
I heard another familiar voice while we were trying to lay low. Say, isn't that...
Yeah, it's Levi. That idiot!
I was praying that I only misheard, but it seems it wasn't meant to be. I couldn't see him from where I was, but it was Lavon's little brother. The other son of the Wolf Lord ascended upon the crowd. Oh boy. The crowd cheered as he approached. It seemed most of the crowd belonged to the wolf side, or perhaps they were excited that someone arrived to help the victim. What do you want to do? I asked the same question again.
I'm stopping him. Hey, let me through!
Arrgh! Lavon pushed through the crowd and I followed after him.
If it isn't one of the wolf cubs, what do you want?
I'm asking you if it's fun bullying the townspeople.
I'm only collecting taxes, as is my right. You should blame the citizen who couldn't fulfill his duty.
There's a better way to do this!
Paying heed to every single person's circumstances is harmful to the whole. Does your tiny little head not even understand that?
What?
We couldn't get through the crowd as easily as I thought. With what I was hearing, the situation didn't have much time to spare. Lucas may be calm, but Levi was about to explode in a fit of rage.
Get off your high horse. I've always hated that about you.
Your short-sightedness, too, never changes. I can tell you haven't grown much since you were a little child.
Oh? Then you want to see if I've really grown up?
Immediately relying on your sword just proves your immaturity. The weakest dog barks loudest, as they say.
Damn you!
But if you intend to draw your sword, I'll respond in kind.
Gah! I finally managed to stick my head out of the crowd and nearly got it chopped off. This was bad. Both of their hands were reaching for their hilts. At this rate...
That's enough! Both of you release your swords!
Lavon had gotten through the crowd first and was now standing before the two.
Lavon!
You're here too. Engaging in a personal duel in public. You had better give more consideration to your position. I am only collecting what is due to me. And it was your brother who tried to draw first. True enough. Hey, Levi.
What? Are you trying to say it's my fault?
Just be quiet and fall back.
I arrived a few minutes after Lavon. By the time I got through the crowd, the situation had cooled down.
Hold on a moment. Then it would only be proper for you to bow your head in apology before you go.
Or so it was until she showed up. Wow, what are you wearing, girl? There's a lot going on there.
A stray dog like you shouldn't go unpunished for such disrespect.
Despite her cute appearance, she was known for having a sharp tongue. It was Lucas's younger sister, T.
Ah, she's here too?
T, stand back.
I won't. Stray dogs like these must be disciplined. It is the only way to be sure he doesn't bite you anymore, brother.
Seriously, will you shut up? You're just a noisy little chick that follows after your brother.
Who are you calling a chick? I am a folk from the Proud Hawk clan.
The girl stood tall and glared. The way she spoke and acted was akin to that of a queen. Being that she's the daughter of a lord, it's not too far off.
Lucas, have her stand down. I thought you were the ones to retreat. Do you mean to provoke something now? T has a point. If you two bow, then this commotion shall end well. We have no reason to yield that far.
Everyone just wants to do sword fighting, I guess. The calm atmosphere was starting to stir again. Lucas of the Hawks and Lavon of the Wolves. It seemed that neither of them intended to back down.
Is a sword fight going to break out?
The other youngsters will join in and start killing each other.
The hose in the shop from the last fight haven't even been fixed yet.
The people around us all looked worried, as it seemed likely that a scuffle would occur. Levi aside, if the heirs Lavon and Lucas fought each other, it would become a huge problem. Everyone looks scared. Whoops. How do I fix my mistakes? Oh yeah, can I do this again? Hold on. Flashback? Hold on. Gotta try these new things. Yes. Okay, good. We can still do this. Hooray. Everyone looks scared. Despite how common fights were in this town, they were still afraid of what would happen. That's right. No one wants to get hurt or be killed. All of you, just calm down. I spoke up without thinking. My tone was more disgusted than angered. I walked toward the four who were causing the commotion.
Chad?
And who are you? A commoner isn't allowed to tell us what to do.
I'm telling you this because I am a commoner. I could tell that everyone's eyes were fixed upon me. I hated standing out like this, but it would be worse to leave things as they were. Have you no shame? Your families exist to protect this town. Why would you cause everyone to worry? They refused to look at me and continued glaring at each other. The tension was palpable, and I could feel myself break into a cold sweat. After what seemed to be an eternity of silence...
You may be right.
It was Lavon who spoke first. He let go of his sword and stood back to his full height.
And what about you? Don't tell me you're going to attack a defenseless man in front of this huge crowd.
Lucas kept the same expression on his face as he let go of his sword. Phew. It all turned out all right. I breathed an internal sigh of relief. I could hear the hushed murmurs of the crowd relaxing.
Aren't you...
Huh? I can tell he's looking at me as if wanting to say something. Why does everyone know you? But Lucas and I weren't acquainted with each other. If he decided to antagonize me, it would negatively affect my work prospects in the future. I quickly looked down and tried to move away.
Are you done with this asinine squabble?
It was a mumbling sort of voice, and yet everyone in the entire area froze. Naturally, we all turned to look at the source. Oh. Well, you're a very imposing figure. A middle-aged man dressed in black stood with his attendants. His glare was as sharp as a hawk's. The Black Shadow. Father?
Father!
Everyone in this town knew him and feared him. He was Olgar, lord of the Hawk clan. The heirs who had been arguing, and even the crowd surrounding us, all fell silent. Our voices were being suppressed by Olgar's presence alone.
Haku, you called me here for this trifling matter.
I beg your pardon, master. It seems I have overstepped my bounds.
No matter. You there. Yes, boy.
He was obviously looking at me. I'd better respond. Yes? I finally pushed the air out of my lungs to utter that sound.
What is your name?
Jed. He neither nodded nor responded in another way. Olgar simply turned around and began to walk away. Okay.
T. Let's go.
Yes. Olgar glanced at me once before leaving, while Lucas and T ran after him. In the following moments, the crowd gradually dispersed. Well, don't know what all that was about, but it's interesting. After all that, my legs gave way and I slowly sank to the ground. It felt like all the strength in my body left me with that short conversation. What was that? I hope I can still work tomorrow.
Can you stand?
Thanks. I felt weak all of a sudden. I took the hand Lavon offered to me and forced myself to stand. It was okay. I was fine, I thought. This is fine.
That old man's as scary as always. But you're overreacting, Jed.
You started all of this. I hope you've learned your lesson.
Well, yeah, that's... I know it was wrong.
I've seen the Hawk Lord from afar lots of times, but this is the first time he's called out to me. Even though he and Francisca are both clan leaders, they're so different.
Of course. Mother and that monster are far from similar.
Then again, Mother has her own issues as well.
Right. Well, Francisca is Francisca. Vagueness is vagueness, as per usual. Alright, well guys, I think that's gonna be a good spot to stop for today. Lots of vague, interesting things happened. We won't talk about it right now. Maybe they'll be revealed as we go through the story. That would be nice. I like the characters so far. I like the music a lot. The art's beautiful. And yeah, it looks like we have an interesting cast of characters yet again. I don't know what to make of all of it just yet, but I'm excited to play more. I hope you guys have enjoyed what I've played so far, and hope to see you for more later on. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, I will see you later.